We live in an age where information travels at the speed of light, and nowhere is this more apparent than in the realm of personal finance. Scroll through any social media feed, and you're likely to encounter a dazzling array of content promising instant riches, displaying lavish lifestyles, or offering what appear to be simple hacks to financial freedom. We see influencers flaunting designer goods, driving exotic cars, and vacationing in opulent destinations, all while subtly or overtly linking their visible success to a specific investment strategy or financial philosophy. But beneath this glittering surface, a hidden cost is silently accruing, one that fundamentally reshapes our understanding of wealth itself. Are we truly learning to build lasting prosperity, or are we, almost imperceptibly, being trained by algorithms to value something far more fleeting attention? The trap, in its essence, is a profound psychological one, far more insidious than a mere mathematical miscalculation. It's the subtle but pervasive shift from valuing actual wealth, which is often invisible, quiet, and slow, to valuing performative wealth, which is loud, flashy, and designed for immediate consumption. We are wired for social validation. Our brains crave belonging, status, and recognition. And the architecture of viral finance, driven by algorithms that prioritize engagement, taps directly into these primal desires. The more sensational the claim, the more aspirational the image, the more likely it is to go viral, generating likes, shares, and comments. This creates a feedback loop. Content creators are rewarded for displaying an appearance of wealth, and viewers internalize the idea that this appearance is wealth. It becomes less about the rigorous, often unglamorous work of saving, investing, and prudent spending, and more about cultivating a persona that projects financial success. This isn't a problem of people being bad at math. It's a problem of psychology overpowering logic, of instant gratification eclipsing long-term wisdom. The desire for external validation often outweighs the discipline required for internal financial fortitude. Consider the stark contrast between what we might call the performative accumulators of wealth PAW, or perhaps more accurately, those displaying it, and the unseen accumulators of wealth UAW. A recent, albeit hypothetical, longitudinal study tracking financial behaviors across generations might reveal that individuals who prioritize external markers of success, the luxury car, the constant high-end travel, the designer wardrobe, often display lower net worth when adjusted for income and age. For instance, imagine two individuals, both earning $150,000 annually. One, a PAW, leases a $900 a month luxury vehicle, takes two expensive international trips a year costing $10,000 each, and frequently dines at exclusive restaurants, carefully curating their social media feed. The other, a UAW, drives a reliable $30,000 car bought outright, takes modest vacations, and cooks at home more often, quietly investing the $2,000 monthly difference. After 10 years, the PAW might have an impressive online presence, but their balance sheet could show a minimal savings rate, significant debt, and depreciating assets. The UAW, meanwhile, with their invisible investments compounding, could be sitting on $250,000 or more, completely off the radar of social media. This disparity isn't just anecdotal. It reflects a fundamental principle: real wealth accrues in the quiet spaces, not in the spotlight. Let's dissect this further, segment by segment. Take, for instance, the behavior of acquiring luxury goods, often financed, to signal status. The hidden cost here extends far beyond the price tag. It's the opportunity cost of that capital, diverted from productive assets. Imagine allocating $500 a month towards a high-end watch or a new tech gadget. The long-term math is brutal. Over 20 years, that $500 monthly, invested in a diversified fund earning an average 8% return, could grow into over $270,000. That's $250,000 sacrificed for a temporary dopamine hit and fleeting social validation. The unsexy alternative is simply putting that money into an index fund, watching it grow with patience, and resisting the urge to broadcast your financial journey. Nobody gets likes for showing a screenshot of their retirement account balance. Yet that balance represents true power and optionality. Another pervasive behavior is the pursuit of side hustles or get-rich-quick schemes heavily promoted by viral content. The promise is immediate, substantial income. The hidden cost often includes sacrificing valuable time and mental energy on ventures with low success rates, or worse, falling prey to outright scams. The long-term math demonstrates that consistent, incremental investments in oneself through education, skill building, or growing an existing career often yield far greater, more sustainable returns. than chasing viral fads. One study from the National Bureau of Economic Research highlighted how individuals susceptible to online financial fads often exhibit a short-termism bias, significantly impacting their long-term financial planning. The unsexy alternative isn't glamorous. It's building genuine expertise, saving consistently, and embracing the slow, steady grind of career progression and disciplined investing. This brings us to a crucial identity shift. True wealth isn't about accumulating possessions. It's about accumulating optionality, freedom, and control over your time and choices. It is the ability to walk away from a job you dislike, to pursue a passion project without financial constraint, or to provide security for your loved ones without stress. It is not status or appearance. The person driving an older car and living in a modest home, but who has a substantial investment portfolio, is far wealthier than the one with the leased supercar and McMansion who lives paycheck to paycheck, battling consumer debt and the relentless pressure to maintain an image. This isn't about deprivation. It's about intelligent allocation of resources. It's understanding that the most valuable asset isn't what you can buy, but what you can choose to do or not do, because you have the financial independence to do so. The quiet wealth builder understands that the real flex isn't the immediate display, but the future flexibility. So, where do we begin to reclaim this perspective? Here is one simple action you can take within the next 24 to 48 hours. Open your banking or credit card app and review your last month's statements. Identify just one purchase, no matter how small, that was primarily driven by the desire for external validation or to maintain an image. It could be a coffee from a specific cafe for the Instagram story, or an item bought because you saw someone else flaunting it. For that item, calculate its true cost by considering how many hours you had to work to earn the money for it, and then imagine that money, instead, being automatically transferred to a dedicated investment account. This small act of conscious financial introspection can begin to rewire your brain, slowly shifting your focus from the ephemeral chase of attention to the enduring power of invisible wealth.